And we're back. You need some time or what? American Wannabes podcast. We're in good old Texas.
Yes.
We got the fruitiest beer we can find in Texas. What is this? Look at you're drinking it full.
Twangarang.
It's from brewed and canned by Martin House Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
Relax, we're not even
Made in
sponsored
Texas
by
by
things.
Texans.
Yeah.
Sponsored? No.
While in Texas, while in Rome, it's all right.
We're in
It's a mango chile sour.
Wait, we didn't even do our intros. Like they don't know who we are. I'm Chri Z, aka. No wait, Chri Z goes aka Chri Z on your local social medias and networks. And then we got.
What up, Jerry G from HP? We're missing Jesus. We're missing Ruben. No,
We're missing our studio.
We're missing our studio.
AKA the living room.
We're missing Fern.
We are
on the road, dog. On location in El Paso, Texas. Today is Sunday, March 5th or some shit.
March 6th.
March 6th, dog. One more show to go tonight here at the comic strip. We've been here since Thursday. I was actually in Albuquerque on Wednesday. I got paid with turquoise. It's been my
Oh, you did it. You did the joke.
yeah.
I like it. It's been working.
Yeah,
Why is everything turquoise and?
they're big on that shit. They're like on the Indian stuff, like.
Oh,
Indian
turquoise
jewelry.
is the like greenish blue color.
Yeah,
I don't know why
yeah.
I'm thinking magenta.
But it's a jewelry, right? It's like a jewelry.
Yeah, it's like a stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big on like you got paid in Arizona, like the cans, like that kind of like style, like Arizona jeans, the like tribal shit, right?
Yeah,
That's what you're talking about,
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
Arizona can, like that turquoise color. Okay,
Yeah.
that's funny then. It's a good joke. I like your circumcision joke better, the El Paso.
I say we're here in El Paso, and I'll be like, yo, I checked out the map, and I see El Paso is just right there in the edge, dog. You guys just barely made it into Texas, dog. Like, if Texas would get circumcised, you would be gone, El Paso.
It hits better on stage. I don't know how to do that.
It's a local reference.
It's a good one though. It
It's
hit
a local
yesterday.
reference.
It's my first time. Like I've been on the road, obviously, but it's my first time doing that much time on the road and that many shows in a row. So it's a different muscle, definitely. It's a workout.
This was coming in hot with 30 minutes feature act, homie. It's just a 3-man show. Shout out to the homie Anthony. Is it Brown?
Anthony something Brown. Yeah. I'll tell you right now. But it's Anthony Brown. But he has a middle name today.
Local comic from here in El Paso. Very funny guy, dog.
Oh
Mad
man, killing it. Yeah.
Mad potential with this kid, dog, for sure.
The host is usually like one of the most important parts because we're from out of town. So like a lot of times they don't know who I am. They knew who Jerry was, but he just sets the tone. Like if he comes in hot with energy, then I come in as the feature. I don't have to do no work really. They're just ready to go. You know, I just go in there and do my jokes. There's some hosts that like set them up horribly, and you have to come in and like now you have to get them hyped and where they need to be. And he was just like the perfect guy for it. He dances, he sings. We posted an Instagram of him.
Yeah, you've been putting him on the
story. That fool gets down.
We did karaoke last night. Well, not me. I don't fuck with karaoke, dog. That's one thing
I want to fuck with karaoke, but I've never have.
I wish I could. That's one skill I wish I had, dog. Karaoke, dog.
I think you could get down some fucking
Paisa shit. Maybe I don't have the roboto. Is it roboto?
Bravado.
I don't have bravado.
I don't have the roboto.
I can't get up like that. Oh, I can't, fool. And
that's not the point though. You just need to know the words. You don't have to know how to sing. You just need to know the words.
It's like singers wish they could do comedy. That's how I feel about singing, dog. I wish I could do singing. I can't sing. That's one thing people always like, hey, you want to get down? You want to get down in karaoke? I'm like, nah, because we show up to these places, people invite us to come hang out, have a beer.
Us too, yeah.
And then so we show up, and this happened before, like you show up to a place and they have like karaoke, and they're like, you're next, bro, we'll send you up, you're next. And it happens a lot in San Antonio because Israel Garcia and Irma Reese, who I roll with in San Antonio and Houston and those, they get down, bro. Yeah. Ellos those way, they get down with that shit, and they always want to sign me up. And
if you had to do one karaoke song,
it would probably
which one would it be?
It would probably be like Tragos Amargos, Ramon Ayala shit,
yeah, that's an easy song.
Bonita Finca
some
de
fucking
like some paisa shit, but it's
Juan Gabriel song.
Yeah, but Juan Gabriel gets up there with his little fucking chorus and shit.
Yeah. You're not trying to do the high notes.
No,
high notes.
Yeah, nah, man.
I did sign up, but he didn't have my songs. I was kind of relieved. I wanted to do that song, I Just Want to Love You by Jay Z. I'm a hustler, baby.
It's a jam.
Because I know all the words to that song. Like,
isn't that like a duet?
Yeah, so Anthony was gonna do the Pharrell part, and I was gonna do the Jay Z part. But the guy shut us down real quick. He was like, I don't have that. I don't have any rap. I was like, all right.
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
This is Texas, motherfucker.
Where do you think you're at? Get the rope.
Nah, he had like just like old stuff. He didn't even really have new stuff. He was like just had like old ass Texas songs, and like he was playing Rick James and Old Boys to Men. But it was cool. But that was Texas. That bar was definitely
like a biker, rustic.
It looked like it could be on Sons of Anarchy, and they just stop at that bar in the middle of the night, and you go in there, and there's like 5 people in there. There's like a couple in the back making out.
Yeah.
One fucking overweight guy that's like the bouncer, and he takes your ID and lets you in. Like that's what I expect when I think of Texas. Like like that bar, the other bar we went to.
That was Rosa's Cantina. Well, I believe Rosa's Cantina used to be that. What we went into last night. That's what Rosa's Cantina would be like, grungy.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be full. It'd be like one of
those
those bars that's full, and you show up and you're not a towner, and everybody just looks at you. The music stops, and everybody looks at you like, who the fuck are these guys in there?
New York City.
Yeah, this salsa's made in New York City. The whole music stops. Everybody just stops and looks at you. The record goes, Whoop! And then we just walk in with our skinny jeans and Nikes on, and it's just bikers and Texans. Which it kind of was like that, but it's obviously like a landmark, so it was more tourist. We walked in, and it's like all remodeled. Mm-hmm. And it's that one. Look up that song El Paso, and I didn't know the song till I heard it, and I was like, oh. And then that song, he goes in the Rose's Cantina, and that's world famous. And we went there.
Who's the guy that sings that song for $1 million? You should have wrote that in your notes, fool.
It was something Gibbonsons or something.
I couldn't think of it. It was life of me, though.
Rose's Cantina. Oh, it's on. Rose's Canteen. It's for all the marbles. It's called Marty Robbins.
Marty Robbins died.
El Paso. Look up that song, and it's like a famous song, and that bar has like been there for like 100 years, I guess. I don't know how long, but shout out to the homie Joshua. He's been taking us everywhere. Fuck, dude, that's that. When they say Texas or Southern hospitality or like,
it's real.
That shit's real. This fool's like, everybody out here is like super friendly. Come hang out with us. We'll give you a ride. Don't worry about it. Trying to pay for everything. And I'm like, we're not struggling. I mean, I'm a struggling comic, but I have a job. Like, I got money to pay.
Nah, but they don't mean it that way. They don't
I know.
Bro,
I know, they're not.
Want to.
No, I know, but I'm just like saying, like, I can pay for it. They're just like super, like, trying to help out, give us rides. Like, it's just like really good hospitality. Like, taking us to the fucking... everywhere, the outlets, took us to go eat brunch.
You wanted to take us to Juarez, but yo le saqué, güey.
I don't know. Being here and seeing how close it is, I didn't realize it's that close. Like, literally,
you can see
this
it from
wall,
our hotel.
If you go out of this building, you can see the buildings, like, walking distance of Juarez.
The homes, houses.
And you're on the freeway. Literally, the freeway goes over the border. I don't know how we were able to make a freeway into Mexico, go over them. Imagine if Mexico tried to do that.
That's just being a bully, dog.
Imagine if Mexico was like, oh, we're just going to build this bridge over the wall.
Yeah, it'll come
it's
right
just going to loop, but it's going to loop right back. Don't worry. They'll be in the United States for a little bit, and then they'll come back. Like, how do you do that? You saw that.
And it's a new freeway. Like, they just like, we're just going to go a little bit in here.
That's like what happened with you when you building your house and your uncle.
Oh, yeah. That was taking over little by little. Yeah, fool, like, they don't give a fuck, dog. USA, les vale madre, güey.
That's fucked up.
But it's been dope, man. I was gonna say something about that shit, fool.
You can literally see at night though. I thought it was like the downtown area or like people lived. And I was like, hey, what's that over there? What neighborhood is that? And they're like, that's Juarez. I was like, oh shit! It's like all lit up. It's like it kind of like goes at like because it's on a hill, and it just looks like when you're in LA and you're like, oh, those are the other houses in Glendale or
Burbank.
And literally, it's fucking a whole nother country where shit's like wild.
Yeah.
People are playing soccer in the dirt like it's...
You can see them.
Like it's the Middle East.
Yeah, we saw them. We saw people... You could see people were driving like right by the fucking fence, and you see people living their life over there. I can't say best life because it doesn't seem like it, but they're living their lives. Let's just put it that way out there, fool.
Yeah, and I'm sure like they're people are happy. Like it's just life, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't look like... I mean, there's not like... We're not seeing shootouts in the streets, so let's not say it's that bad.
I don't want to be that guy, but I could imagine if I was a little paisa fool right there... Being a kid, maybe not as much as an adult, and seeing the other side, and just like at arm's reach, bro, of the United States. How would that make you feel? I'm sure there's people listening who are from Tijuana, Baja California.
But I think most of the people that live in Juarez are able to come back and forth, and they live in Juarez and they come and they go.
Yes,
and they work. It's the people that are coming from like far away, and they're ending in Juarez, and now they want to get over, but they're from like South America. They're coming from like deeper. You know what I mean?
I wish a motherfucker would give me permission to come over for a couple minutes if I was from Juarez.
They don't get to do that?
I would. Yeah, but yes, there is. And there, we met the fuckers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Some people came from Juarez to watch the show on Friday. They live in
that
Juarez.
was cool.
And
He told us he would take us.
And they're like, no, yo vivo allí todavía, yo vivo en chingada. And they're like, yeah, and he comes back and forth like every day, like for work.
He works, yeah.
Right? And I've seen this because in Tijuana, when you cross, you see all these people coming to work every day or going to school, motherfuckers in backpacks and shit. So I don't know how that. I'm sure there's a process, there's a system in place. Pero try me, motherfucker. Try me, fool. If I was that motherfucker, if I was in 8th grade, 9th grade, pinche paisa de Tijuana, way. Oh, you want to go to school in San Diego? Yeah. And then I'll just come and I'll never come back. Fool, me quedo, way. No, but here, I know, and I know what you're saying right now. The backlash is that if you do that, right, whoever does that is never able to become a citizen in the United States. Yeah. You become a fucking not criminal, but
right? You become an undocumented, like an illegal alien.
Illegal alien.
And you're always like looking behind your back.
Correct. And so now you never.
Do it the right way,
nunca puedes arreglar, güey. I don't know. Maybe si te casas, maybe, but I mean, even that must be a harder process. I just answer my own question, dog. But
once you get married, though, they can't really fight it. You just got to prove that the marriage is
real.
Like I know somebody that
they can drag it out though, fool.
I know somebody that did it with their boyfriend, and they married him. They were just dating, but they got married because he needed his papers, and they weren't like planning on getting married, but they just got married to help him out, and then they broke up, and he got his papers. They did like a fake. Wedding. They took pictures. Yeah. I think we even went to another wedding and used that as like their wedding.
No way, Photoshop.
Yeah, like no. Like they just like went to like a party that looked like a wedding and they acted like it was their wedding.
No way.
To take pictures, and I was like, "This is our wedding."
That is dope.
And then like now,
is she wearing white? Was she wearing white? Because you're not supposed to wear white at a wedding, somebody's wedding.
No, yeah, I think so. Damn. I think so. I don't think it was a wedding. It was just a party, and they made it look like it was the wedding.
Yeah, maybe it was like one of those pre-wedding parties.
No, it was just like a birthday party or something. I can't remember what it was, but they did something like that.
And then you could pull it off at a quince.
They ended up breaking up, but they were married for a while, and then now he's like doing good. He has like family, kids, and they're like divorced now. So we always like tell this, my friend like her ex-husband and shit, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I had a homie like that. He married some chick for money.
That's your ex-husband. How's your ex-husband do? She's like, I don't have a, like, you know, like we act like it's like her ex.
I was tempted to do that for a while, but I got married early in my life. So
I would do that for money.
Por eso, pues claro, güey. Yo tengo un amigo que hizo eso. He did that. He married this chick from Peru, right? And she needed papers. So she paid him like anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. But they ended up falling in love, fool. And like he stayed with her. They have kids. Still together, fool. Happily ever after, dog. So
I'm sure when he did, he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And he had that like, liked her the whole time.
No, he just met her. It was like a transaction, like,
oh,
hey, fool,
fuck.
Can you fucking marry this chick for her? And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, kind of shit. And she was cute.
And it ended up being real.
It ended up fucking getting real. I go, does she get her money back? What happens to her, fool?
Well, his money that's funny. Dude, Can I?
Yeah.
That's funny. Damn. Do they have to live together?
Yeah.
They act like they live together, but they don't really live together.
Fake shit.
Because that's what the people that I know did that. They acted like they lived together, but they didn't. Because the people always warn you when they're coming. They do come secret, like when not unannounced, but you just say he's at work or.
My mom wanted me to do that with a lady, with one of her friends, like a neighbor. Pero pinche vieja señora, güey, old ass lady, dog, like in her 40s. She was like in her late 30s, dog.
Imagine showing up like I'm in love.
Yeah, and I was like early 20s, fool. My mom's like, I'm gonna say her name. She like, I'm not gonna say her name, so I'm gonna say like, María dice que si hace el favor.
Oh, she asked.
Yeah, she goes, dile a tu hijo si hace el favor de casarte conmigo. Casarse conmigo, le pago, le doy $5,000. And I was like early 20s. I was like 23, 24. I had a girlfriend already. I was with my wife already.
But
my future wife. We weren't married yet. And so I ran it by my,
Oh, hell no.
And she's like, hell no, motherfucker. She got mad. But I ran it through her because of the money, fool. You're 23, dog. 5,000.
Hey, so
I think it was actually 10,000, like 5,000 now, 5,000 afterwards.
You're like,
I think you're like,
hear me out before you get mad. Just hear the whole thing. I'm gonna say something that sounds really stupid, but it's gonna end with something. What if I marry someone else? Wait.
But we're still together. You and I.
We're still gonna be together. Obviously, it doesn't mean anything. But I'm gonna marry someone else,
Yeah, fool.
Yeah, that shit.
I may have to sleep with her a
How
couple
did you
times.
start?
I may have to fuck her a couple times.
Just to, make it believable. Yeah. She's it's a señora. I'm not gonna
she was a señora way, so I couldn't do it. I mean, she wasn't that old. She just looked older.
Dude, what did you tell her? Like, no, mom.
I told her I blamed it on my girl. Like, pues, ¿qué va a decir Alejandra? ¿Qué va a decir?
Sí, pero tiene que entender que la gente ocupa ayuda.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said, Christian. You just quoted her. She's like, she didn't give a fuck about my girlfriend. She's like, get out of here with that shit. Hey, esta persona necesita tu ayuda, quiere pagarte, hazle el favor, this and that. I'm just like, come on, mom. Like, maybe if she was hot, fool, I would've,
I definitely, if she was hot, you would have definitely done it.
I would have definitely done it. I would have to consummate the marriage.
Definitely been a great joke to add to your set. But that's funny. You should talk. I've never heard you talk about that. That someone they offered you to marry someone. That would be. No, I would never do that. I mean, I guess if I had a friend that was in trouble, like one of my cousins, she lived with her boyfriend, but he was like from Europe, and he would come with student visas. But he couldn't stay too long without he'd have to go back every year. He had to go back, and one time they didn't let him come back, so he was trying to find somebody to marry. Like somebody.
But then you say you have a girlfriend here.
No. He lived with my cousin. They were roommates.
Oh, they're roommates only.
And my cousin Jenny.
Okay.
She lives in Atlanta now.
Okay.
Remember my cousin Jenny?
I think so.
The one that you guys all like.
The how one?
Yeah. My cousin Jenny. So she moved to Atlanta, she moved with this guy and they lived together.
She moved to Atlanta? ¿Tiene morito boyfriend or
what? No. She's just going out there because there's a lot of
black people.
No, she's trying to be an actress, and there's a lot of work out there. And she's gotten work out there, and then she's going out there for more opportunities, and she's really going for it.
Georgia's where it's at right now with the filming.
Yeah. So she went out there to get stuff, and she has been getting some cool things and working out there, and she's having a blast. She's like a party girl, not party, but she's like free spirit. She
does that got away.
Yeah, she's she's not traditional. I'm gonna get married, have kids. She's nah, I'm gonna do.
So why wouldn't she marry that dude for favor?
I don't know. I told her, and I think she offered, but then I think he ended up marrying someone else. Because that's why I was like, why don't you just do it? And I don't think he ever asked her or something. I don't know. I think he ended up marrying, or I don't even know if he came. But his family has a lot of money. They own a bunch of restaurants. He'd come out here. He wouldn't even really work. He'd just live out here and get his inheritance or whatever. And he was cool as shit.
Damn,
his name was Phil. Shout out to Phil. I hope he's out here. He got back. Actually,
good looking dude?
Yeah. Yeah, he was a good looking dude with money, and he had a dope ass apartment, and he would just rent one of the rooms out to my cousin, all cheap. Or I don't know if they split it correctly. But he'd be gone for 6 months. So my cousin would literally live by herself in her own apartment. Dope, and he would have to leave because he has to go back because he can't be here straight because he's a student. But he wasn't really going to school or I don't know what, or a work visa. Mm-hmm. And he would just stay, Damn. And I was like, why don't you marry him? He's a cool guy too. I don't know. She also had a boyfriend too, so that was probably at the time. Yeah. So that was probably part of the issue, but... My
cousin from Mexico, the one that we heard on the WhatsApp, that fool, he comes on a worker's permit, and he comes every year during the summertime, I believe, and works as a roofer, dog, for 3-4 months, fool. A Virginia, way. And he says in those 3-4 months...
Virginia.
He makes fucking $10,000 in 3 months for whatever, fool, and just that's who he lives off in Mexico, dog.
Oh, the Uber guy that picked me up to go to the airport, the one that gave me that fucking, I gotta show you my fucking mask that he gave me. It's fucking ridiculous. But he said he works, because I was talking to him, he was cool as shit, a Filipino guy, and he said that he works 5 months Uber straight, and then for 2 months he goes and lives in Hawaii. And he lives in Hawaii, and he has his own place, and he lives with his mom, and I think he's from Hawaii, or he's Filipino, but he's from Hawaii. So he works 5 months, and then he takes 2 months off. 5 months straight. I'm talking about, he said he works 12 hours a day.
Why not just do Uber in Hawaii?
It's more money. He does 2.5 months in LA, 2.5 months in San Francisco, and then he goes and stays in Hawaii, but he doesn't work at all. He just lives off all the money that he made. He lives off of that for 2 months. And I was like, I don't know if I could work 5 months for just 2 months of no work. Work nonstop for just 2 months vacation.
I mean, yeah, I guess 2 months vacation, fool, every 5 months. Why not?
Yeah.
But I don't know, it doesn't add up, fool, because the cost of living in LA and San Francisco.
He's staying with his brother. He told me he stays with his brother.
Rent free.
No, he pays a little bit, but he just rents a room. And then in San Francisco, he stays with another family member, and he pays a little bit. He gives them like a few $100.
$500 maybe or something.
Yeah. And then the rest, he just keeps all his money. He doesn't do nothing. He just works nonstop.
Still, there's wear and tear on your car. There's food. There's
he had a hybrid. But yeah.
I don't know. Something doesn't add up.
Well, no, he's still. I don't think he's like balling. Yeah. He's not like fucking. He's still probably living frugally.
Yeah.
But like he doesn't work for those 2 months.
So why is it expensive too? I could see the money run out fast. But
in the tourist areas, probably.
If you have the fucking money and shit, right? I mean, if you know how, the know-how.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be dope though to like work like. That's how it used to be. You would work in the old days, like on that show, Marvelous Miss Maisel. You work like non-stop, right? You work fucking
in the 50s.
Yeah, you would work like the whole year, and then in the summer you take the whole summer out and you guys go stay in a resort.
The whole summer out. That's
remember?
Right. Huh?
They're like, don't work for 3 months. They're just like on Dirty Dancing. That movie Dirty Dancing.
I was watching it the other
They're at I was watching it too.
Yeah.
That's what I read. Yeah. They live in a resort for like a few months. They go every year. They just go stay in that shit.
They're at chilling, huh?
Yeah, they're not working. Like why? It's not a vacation. They're there for a long ass time. They fell in love.
Yeah.
They're there all summer. They just take the whole summer. That's how they do it in Europe too. They call it a holiday. I'm on holiday.
So how does the world move on during the summer? Like what?
Oh, wow, there's other people. The poor people still work. The fucking other people. Not everybody gets that privilege.
Yeah.
But like people that are more well off.
Yeah.
But nobody does that here. I mean, I guess like a few people.
Yeah.
The people on Summer House in fucking on that show on Bravo. No, that's just the weekends actually, but. Yeah. Anyways, damn, we got way off tangent, but that El Paso's dope. Jerry's trying to find a girl to marry out here, I guess.
There's a lot of beautiful women out here.
There is some beautiful women.
Goodness, way. Beautiful women in El Paso, way, dog. Shit.
Everywhere there's beautiful women, but yeah, there's beautiful.
I've been to
the thing that trips me out is like I don't see no white people. It's just all Mexican.
Casi no hay, güey.
Nothing else. The only Mexican too. Like yesterday, the guy was like, "Where's all the black people?" It was 2 people went, "Woo!" And then like he said, "Oh, where's the white people?" And then one person, that dude that looked like Vin Diesel, which we were all going in on him, which was funny.
Yeah.
Why did you keep? I missed it when you said something about chorizo, and then the whole time, every time you would say the word chorizo, everybody would laugh.
Because
what happened? Why did chorizo become such a fucking hot word?
I forgot where it happened, but I kept calling back because during one of my bits, I said something about, I think it was the Lent joke where I'm talking about Lent and giving up meat. And some food yelled out chorizo. Oh yeah, that's what it was.
That you're giving up chorizo?
No, it just goes like you can't eat chorizo and shit or something like that. And I go, that's a different holiday, compa. That's Pride Month. And you get a whole month. No, that's Pride and you get a whole month for that, bro. Like,
that's funny.
Something like that, and people just erupted. And so after that, every time I did...
That was quick. That's good quick thinking.
Every time I did a gay reference about anything, I would go back to the...
Chorizo. That was good, man.
And shit like that, and I'd be like, I was doing my gay jokes, and I would like go back to him. And
that's the things that I've noticed too, like, cause just doing 5 shows in a row, and then like having to do that much time, like, you have to milk whatever works. Not that you have to.
Yeah, you do.
But if something works,
yes,
and there's a guy that you can go back to, you're gonna keep going back to him. Like I talk about my wife having big titties. I'm like, hey, don't be picturing. Now everybody laughs at that guy, and he's like, yeah. And now every time I mention titties, I'm like, full. That's my. And then just gets an even bigger laugh. Yeah. Or like when you really do callbacks, I don't know why.
They love callbacks.
Callbacks just like.
That's what Josh was saying. Josh said, I love callbacks. I like when you have to do something, it comes back at the end.
Full, like all my callbacks, like even like when I was, because I brought merch. You know, because they were like, hey, that's how you make. Hey, by the way, if you want to buy some Cooler Than I Look shirts, message me. I got some. Only a few left, by the way, but I put it out and I was like, a lot of you can relate. And I do a callback about like having to, I ran up my wife's gas card, so now I got to pay. And I was like, I got to pay my gas card off.
Yeah.
Fucking biggest laugh I've had the whole set.
Yeah. And now you're confident that you can end with that. You don't have to end like, you don't have to worry about your closing. Like, that's how I am with the vowel joke sometimes, like my closer. Like, sometimes I go just half-ass on it, knowing that I'm going to back it with more jokes anyway. I'm going to go after with more jokes.
Yeah, and then you do the whole haciendo tortillas a mano. And if that doesn't work well, then you do the fuck my life. You do the air freshener kills. Yeah. I got chorchata. Yeah. You should add a cologne though. Because I was telling, my joke the whole weekend was telling them that it's cool water, and they were laughing. But if you do like Brut or Dracar Noir or...
What's another Paisa cologne, dog?
Probably Dracar, Curve. Candies or something. Cool water is just like
Chrome. Yeah, but Cool Water's a way to want to go.
Jordache.
That's funny, dog. Could I say Paisa? I got air fresheners with Paisa scents.
With his face on them.
Yeah,
Also hit him up if you want to buy some. You sold out of.
I sold out.
This fool sells air fresheners of his face.
Yeah.
It's like instead of the tree, it's his face, and people are buying them. Are they really putting them on their car?
Okay, so here's the thing. Fool. So I bought 500 of those motherfuckers, dog, right?
It took like 2 years for you to get
Yeah,
it.
but I don't always bring them out.
That was dope. Yeah,
I don't always bring them out. But I did notice, and I gotta be honest, fool. I noticed it wasn't the greatest idea, fool. I'm working on a new air freshener. This next
He's working on scents. He's like on that movie where he's working. They're working on scents.
Yeah,
he brought out a jockstrap.
What about Napoleon Dynamite?
Which one?
I thought he was tasting the milk. I thought you said.
No, I'm talking about that movie with Ewan McGregor when he's trying to make colognes, and then he's bring me 3. She's like, bring me 3 pieces of that smell great to you, and he brings his boyfriend's jockstrap.
Oh fuck!
And then she smells it.
I don't even know
she
what
grabs
you're
it.
talking about.
She grabs it and she goes, and it's his jockstrap that he's wore for like 3 days. Her boyfriend.
Fuck? What movie is this?
This is that movie Halstead with Ewan McGregor that we told you on Netflix. The gay dude that was like a designer.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So I just did that air freshener as a trial just to see, because I always wanted to do an air freshener, something simple to carry, and I got a good deal on them, but I wasn't ready, so I don't have a design. So I just sent him a picture of my face. Right, so I just sent him a picture of face. Hey, could you do this? All right. So, anyways, what I'm trying to tell you is that yes, they've sold. Yes, they do fine because of the joke, because of me, the character. But I come to notice
I can carry.
No, because people like you, people want to support
exactly.
you. But what I have noticed is that it's not cool. It's not cool to buy an air freshener of a guy's face.
Yeah.
Like, what guy wants to have another guy's face in his car?
Exactly.
And what girl is gonna have a guy's face in her car, especially if she has a boyfriend or is married?
Yeah.
Right.
So I look at it as they're buying it as a gag.
As a gag.
So they're not gonna use it, but they have it because it's funny, and they're gonna throw it in a drawer, and they're just, every time they look at it, it's gonna be like a reminder that they went to your show.
Yes.
So it's a cool souvenir.
Yes.
So yes, they're not gonna use it for what it is, but it's still a great idea that you put your face, because it's funny. Like, because I make fun of it, we all make fun of who the fuck, and then the fact that you show it and they laugh when they see it's my face.
Yeah, it's my face. Oh, I made an air freshener off my face.
Yeah. Like you should talk about like how cocky that is, how fucking into like you know, like a joke about you do it when you actually say it, but it's funny. Like
but you're right, dog. But with that said, shout out to all people who do put it on and tag me, because there are people who put it on and tag me.
Yeah, because it is funny, like having like who the fuck, and people are like, it's also like a thing, like if you know, you know.
Yeah,
like nobody knows.
Yeah.
If you know, and people will be like, hey, is that Jerry Garcia on your thing? And people will laugh. And it's like, yeah. It's
at the very least, who is that? At the very least, what is that? Who is that?
It's a nice comment, like a little
But I'm working on new designs. I figured out new designs. I'm actually pretty excited about. They're gonna be cartoon this time, obviously, right? Animation. That's what's in right now, right? The cartoony thing. So it's gonna be me, more of a full body, doing different activities. Like I'm gonna be doing different stuff. I don't want to give away too much because it's a good idea. And
you don't want nobody to steal it.
Yeah, steal it. So, but basically, it's gonna be me doing different activities, and each activity is that smell, is that scent. I'll tell you after.
Okay, my idea is to do I want to get the glasses, the disguise.
Oh yeah, I still want you to think it's disguise. I think it'll work. It'll hit.
Because I look like the disguise, you know, with the glasses and the nose and the mustache. Yeah. I look like that now, so I want to buy a bunch of those because they're like $2. They're like probably $5 a piece, or I don't know how much they are, but I want to sell them at shows for like $10, and you get a Christian disguise, and I'll put a label on it that's like me, like that. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll put like I have this jacket that looks like Inspector Gadget, so I'll put it on and I'll look like I'm in a disguise, and now you can buy like a Christian, like just like a gag, just to support. $5, $10, people support.
No, I would be the gag glasses. It would be the fake glasses, but there has to be like something that says your name right here.
Oh, that'd be dope.
It's something. It's a lot cooler than look or Christian Zaragoza.
I could just make my sister or my brother has like shit to make stuff, so I can make the stickers and put them on each one.
See, wait. You could buy those in bulk. Fuerzas vienen de China.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
See,
I'm gonna do that.
But I still want you. You haven't said it yet. That's why. But we've been throwing it out there. But I still want you. When you say how people think you, like that I clown on you and other people clown on the way you look, you just say people. I go people
think I'm in disguise.
People think I'm in disguise, fool.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then you go like
and then
this,
just throw it away like
this or something.
People think I'm in disguise.
Yeah,
I know I look like I'm in disguise.
Yeah, like that.
Because of the. But I could just say that.
But you gotta say this is a new look for me.
Yeah.
So now people think I'm in disguise.
Yeah.
Because it's a new look.
That's actually fucking really good, people.
That's
it right there.
Because you do say I'm trying out the new mustache. People. I want you to say like. Just to paint the picture better.
I'm trying a new look.
Yeah, I'm trying a new look. I shaved my head. Say I shaved my head. I grew out this mustache. Like, you know, like things like that.
New look But now I just look like I'm this guy.
It's too soon. You wouldn't say this. I'm not saying you could say this right now because of the situation that we're in, of the climate. You can't say that. But in other times, you could have been like, I look like a Russian spy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I can't say that. That's great.
But they're going through war right now, dog.
It's still.
They're the dicks.
I look like a Russian spy.
Yeah.
That's the funny. That's funny, actually, bro. I'm gonna try that tonight. Fuck it. I look like a Russian spy. I look like I'm in disguise. I'm gonna say you told me that. I'm like, Jared told me I look like I'm in disguise, like I'm a Russian spy.
Because the one of the male is working. That's just working.
Like, I'm gonna keep
the one that's not doing so well. The carbon, but I think it's just the place in LA that shit will kill.
And the carbon footprint in LA do it. But I also like. But what I've been saying on the other joke is like I don't know what that fucking means either, and I got a laugh on the first joke.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't know what that shit means either.
Yeah.
Because it didn't get a laugh. Like I'm a Russian. See, we're writing on the job right now. Russian spy. That's also the thing too. Kicking it with like you all weekend. Like I've already like just talking about my jokes. Bunch of tags, a bunch of stuff. Like even your new shit is doing well. The TED Talk's gonna fucking work, Jay. Yeah. Definitely. You should do a skit where you're doing a TED Talk.
I want to do a TED Talk or do a skit where I'm like, what if I told you that you don't have to have your kids all full time? What if I told you that kids do not need to be home all the time?
What if I told you that you don't? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, but we got our last show tonight, and yeah, I don't know. It's.
But what I tell you on Thursday, like every show's gonna get better and better and better, and it has full. You have full. Like every show, you've been better.
Yeah, yesterday was the best.
I want you to stop even thinking about the time. That's my goal with you. Yeah. That's what I'm doing now. Fool. Yo ni pienso de cuánto tiempo me falta, güey. I'm just talking, doing my shit, thinking of what to say next, not worrying about where I'm at. I catch myself either going too fast or too slow while I'm already up there. Oh fuck, I gotta slow it down here. I'm talking too fast. Or like, I gotta speed it up. My energy's going down, so I gotta pick it up a little bit in my head. But I'm not like, I wonder where I'm at. Cuánto me falta? Oh my god.
I'm not thinking that. The only reason why I'm thinking that is because I know that I'm doing pretty much every single joke that I know will work, and that's literally 30 minutes. So that's the only reason why I'm worried on time is because I know if I had like. Maybe, but now I'm not worried. Like these last two shows, I haven't been worried because I could just do a little crowd work and I'd be fine. But like the first two shows, I was more worried because that's all I have, 30 minutes. And I know that if I run too slow, like the first show, I went a little under. But then now I added El Paso jokes, like 3 new El Paso jokes, and then I switched that long bit to the end. Now I can just stretch it, and now I'm not worried about the time. But I am worried like a little bit because it's just like my first time doing 30. Which I'm proud of. Thank you so much for that, too. Like, I pushed myself this weekend to like do it. Now I'm like so like happy that I know like, oh shit, I'm a 30-minute comic. Like, I can do 30 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, how much time give you? I can do 30.
Yeah.
Fuck, what?
Easy.
Yeah. Before I would never say I can do 30. I'd be like, I can do like 15 to 20, and just that sounds whack.
Yeah.
Like, you can only do 15 to 20. Like people think like some people are like that's a long time, but now like 30, like that's like another little like feature, like a feature. That's where I think I'm at, like. Feature level. Yeah. And I'm glad. This is why I wanted you to come to El Paso also, is because, and I'm not to like diminish what you've been doing. You've been killing it, but El Paso's always an easy, fun crowd. You're always a great crowd. It's a good time to do 30 to try my 30. Yeah. Now next time I fix up a little things, and now it's gonna be like El
Paso was one of the first places that gave me the confidence that I can headline all weekend, 45 minutes to an hour. This place, that club. Like, I would go to other clubs and worry about, oh, fuck, can I get there? What I got to do? El Paso is one of those places where la confianza se sube, but that's mad props to the people from here, dog. La gente de aquí, for some reason, I don't know why.
It's that Southern hospitality.
But loving people, dog.
Don't get it twisted. Like, if something's not funny, they won't laugh. Because there's been times where, like, I kind of, like, was, like, thinking in my head a few of the shows where I catch myself thinking and I'm thinking about the next joke, or I'm like, no. And right away, that joke doesn't get a big laugh. Yeah. And I notice and I snap out of it. Because that happened a few times on the second show. Because I drank a little too much. And I was forgetting. And I kind of lost them. Yeah. I kind of lost them for a second. Yeah. But I was like, I knew it was because I'm thinking too much and not because of the joke. So I didn't get worried. I was like, just fucking Christian, slow down. Sell it more and slow. And then by the end, like, fool, I even sat down. Did you see me? I sat down and I was like, man, you guys are great. I love El Paso. And then I started talking about how I don't like to fight. I don't even have a joke about not fighting. because they were laughing at I was like, you guys are laughing at me. I was like, I know I don't look like I can fight, but I always try, and they just bullshitting, and they were laughing the whole time. And there was no real joke. It was just me talking, and they were like,
maybe where you could bring in that shit your pants thing that were like something where like. I know I don't look like I don't like to fight. Last time I got in a fight, I shit my pants.
Like I told you guys, I shit my pants because I try to fight, and I could, And I want to bring that joke out next, like that shit my pants joke, which you guys have already heard the story, episode 56, 2000. I don't know what episode, but we've talked about that story a few times.
A couple of times,
where I shit my pants at the bar, and I got this fucking scar right here. But yeah, man, I love it out here. I am like, no lie, I'm ready to go home because I miss my fucking
me too,
my bed and my family and everything. And it's like the first time that I've been away for more than like 3 days from like Lola and Kayla and Crystal for a while. So
nah, fool, I feel the same way, dog. Yeah, you know, I talk all that shit, but fool, after a while, like I do miss the kids. I live in my bed, fool. You know, just like.
And then like Sundays is like always like a shitty day, just period. Sundays is like the week's gonna start. You don't want to do nothing. And now we got to do a show, and I don't know, Sunday shows. I don't know if you guys know this, but like most comics, like big comics, they don't even do Sunday shows. Yeah. They don't do Sunday shows no more. They're like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. It used to be that you have to do them, huh? Yeah. Now they're like, comics are more in control. Yes. This guy, the owner of this club, he fucking like micromanages everything. This fool, like, normally like you go to a club and like the owner is not really there. He pops in and pops out, and he's just like overlooking checks the numbers and leaves. No, this owner, and which I like, he fucking brings you out. Like he'll do an announcement.
He does the voice of God.
Yeah, he like talks to everybody. It sounds like you're like on the Tonight Show. Tonight we have, and he's like talking. He's playing like piano music while he's talking. Then he's running the times. He's back there like counting money. It looks like he's what's the joke?
He looks like he's drinking up back there, bro. He just has a little corner office and shit. Like
he's not, I don't think, but he has like so he's watching the show, but he's like more than listening to it. And if his door's open, he can see the stage, but it's like shut in a way where like you can't see in there.
Only a little crack.
Yeah, only a little crack. So the joke is that he's jacking off in there, I guess.
They told me very early, like, always make sure you knock before you go in. Like, never just walk in there. I always knock. So I always knock, you notice? I was like, bah, bah, bah. Yeah, that is and funny. The door's like ajar, like it's like kind of open.
And then you count to 5 on you.
And I still like, wait, put your pants up, okay? Like, you know, that's what it feels like on my head and shit. And because like he's like every time he walks in, fool, like I don't know,
he acts like he's doing
like, so hey, what's up, buddy? What's up? What's going on? I was like, hey, what's up, bro? How's everything going, bro? Great, man, great. You know.
Yeah, when we got in there, when we did come in there yesterday, he was like, but he had a bunch of money out, so he was like doing a lot when we walked in there, so it does look like.
He was like, hey, what's up, man? How's it going, man? Turns off his fucking computer screen. Hey, what's up?
Goes to his laptop.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man? How was your day?
Good, Bart, but why are your pants down? But it's cool as shit. The club is cool. Like, it's a great place for me to do my first debut. And everybody, like, they said, oh, it's this guy's debut. And everybody just claps. I'm like, it's my first time. Yeah. Everybody's like that buying my shirt. Like, who? You know what I mean? Like, people are just supporting, buying me drinks, shots, taking pictures. Like, it definitely motivates me to like want to do more of these and like get up more.
Hell yeah, fool.
And get stronger so I can get to 45 because that's the goal, to get to 45 minutes.
Goal, baby.
To have 45 minutes. So now when I'm up there and I'm doing 30, I could do what you do, where I'm just like, just do any joke. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna run out of jokes. Yeah. So don't worry about the order, because right now I'm worried about the order they're in, telling a story, getting to the front, the middle, and the end, and like really getting them like that, which I always want to do, but like I want to get to the point where like if I skip a joke, who cares? Which I have been doing though. Like a few of the jokes, I forgot the airport joke because I showed up to the airport LAX without my mask, because no mask, right? So I showed up. I didn't even bring the mask. Mm-hmm. And then right when I get to the Uber, I'm like, I was like, do you want me to wear a mask? Because I don't have. He was like, no, it's cool. And he was like, where are you going to LAX? He was like, you know, you have to wear a mask to LAX. And I was like, you do? And I still didn't put it on. And then I still didn't put it on because I was like, dude, I'm going to Texas. Yeah. So I go into the airport with no mask, and they're like, you have to put your mask on. And I felt like as soon as you walk in, the announcer was like, make sure you put on your mask. It's still mandated a thing. And I felt like yelling, but I'm going to Texas. But that's my joke that I said, and that shit killed too. Yeah. But I'm going to Texas. And then they laugh even more when I go, they didn't give a shit. They didn't care.
And it's been a busy weekend here in El Paso, way. A lot of shit.
Every show's had at least.
Clubs. We ran into some fucking
monsters. We ran into Joe Coy.
Yeah, we ran into Joe Coy. Dude, Joe Coy was here on Friday night. And the arena, 9,000 people. I'm at the comedy club with 150 people. Like, so combined, we performed for over 9,000 people together. You know, so like, we averaged 4,500.
Average 4,500 of show. So we're doing good.
Joy Coy here's Friday. Then Felipe Esparza's here Saturday, dog.
And he's doing a theater.
He did a theater
like a 2,000 seater.
About 2,000 seater at La Plaza downtown. So he's here.
Well, shout out to Rizzo and Julian. We're
Rizzo's
on the show.
Here. And then BJ Jersey Shore's out here filming too. They're making appearances at nightclubs out here this fucking weekend. So that's all the shit we're running into.
Those are all the famous people here.
Yeah, I was like the 12th most famous person here in El Paso this week, dog. And,
you should do that joke today.
Yeah, we'll do that shit today. But yeah, fool. But despite all that, the crowds came through. Fool.
There's no sports.
The crowds came out.
So like that's what I'm noticing. Like, it's not a tourist. It's not like a tourist place, but a lot of people come through here. Like, it's a popular city, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, it's not really a tourist attraction. Like, they don't get a lot of tourism in El Paso, but a lot of like people, like celebrities and acts still come through El Paso.
It's a
like,
big enough city, like, again. And
what's the population out here? You would
think? Obviously, we should have Googled that shit before.
There's no traffic though. Yeah. I'll tell you that much. There ain't no traffic anywhere.
So we ran into Joy Coy at the mall.
Oh yeah, that was funny. You fucking went to this fool. We were both at H&M, and then you had to go piss at Macy's or something, or you were looking at the shoes.
Yeah.
So I'm like looking at some clothes, and then I get a text from Jerry. Joe Coy's in Macy's.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even respond. I just said I'm on my way. I fucking walked over there, fucking fast as hell. I don't even know Joe Coy. I don't even know why I ran over there so fast. Like, I was gonna go up to him like, hey, what's up? I walk in and it looks like they're filming. Like, there's all these people yelling.
Friday. It's like Friday 11 a.m. So
we went to the mall.
The mall's kind of empty. It's not that busy. So the Macy's itself was kind of busy, like it always is nowadays. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. There was like no big commotion, but he was making a commotion.
Yeah. When I walked in, there was like a commotion, and it looked like I was like, "Is he filming? Like, is he filming like a vlogger for a TV show?" Because I can hear him. Like, literally, I'm walking in and I can hear him like all the way in the Ralph Lauren section behind the perfumes. I can hear him and hear his people. And I see Jerry like just watching him from the shoe section, from the shoe section on the other side. So they're over here and he's over there just looking at them, but like waiting for his shoe size to come.
Yeah, order some shoes.
And then I go, Jerry. I was like, Jerry, I thought Jerry was gonna already be talking because I assumed Jerry knew him or something. Mm-hmm. And Jerry's like, should I go up or what happened?
Well, I worked with him once. He was at the Ice House. I was headlining the small room. He was in the big room, and so he went into my show. In between his shows, he came to check out my show. So he checks out my show, he sees my set, and I get off, and he's like right there by the door of the stage.
And he really liked your spaghetti joke.
So he he's by the door, and I'm seeing him because it's a smaller room.
You're like, fuck yeah, people. He saw me. So did you see him while you were on stage?
Yeah, I did notice him. I saw him walk in, bald head, in the back.
And then you could see him laughing?
Yeah, fool. And then, because it's a small room, bro, you can see everything pretty much. And like comments were coming up to him and shaking his hand, like, "Hey, what's up?"
That's what you should have said. Then if you saw you should have been like, Joe Coy, I don't remember me, but you saw we worked together, and remember I did the.
Well, he offered me a set on his show.
That's what I'm saying. I did the spaghetti joke.
I didn't want to do all that. Yes and no. Like, so here's what happened. So basically, yeah. So that night, I'm headlining the small room. He sees me performing for like a good 10 minutes. He's chilling in the back.
He offered you a spot on his show?
Yes, fool. So he's laughing.
Did you do it?
Yes, of course I did. Shit. In the main room. So basically, he's like laughing.
You never told me that.
Yeah, for the 5 minutes.
That's dope. Still, that's dope.
And so he's like in the back. He's laughing. Blah, 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 blah. He's laughing. And then I get up and I see him laughing. And he just like shakes my hand like, "Hey, man, good job, bro. You fucking killed. Good job, kid." This and that. Because one of his openers advised him to go check me out. He was a homie.
That's what's up.
What's his name? I can't remember his name, fool. So anyways.
That's what's up, though.
That fool told him, "Hey, go check out this dude. He's funny, dude." And that's why he came. So he saw him. So anyways, he's all like, give me props. And he's all like, "Dude, that spaghetti joke, bro. I love that spaghetti. Oh, my God." And I don't want to say too much, but he's just like, I don't know if he was messing around joking, but he's just like, "Yo, let me buy that joke from you, dog." And we just laughed. He laughed, I laughed, and I'm laughing. And it's getting a little awkward. Like, is he serious? Is he not? You know? And I'm just like, nah, man, come on, man. He's just yeah. He's laughing it off and shit. Like, "Dude, I would buy that from you, dog. Like, for real, man. Like, how much you want for it?" I'm just like, nah, get out of here, dog. Anyways,
I would have been like, I would have said a number crazy, because like a crazy number that I would give it up, but I knew he'd think I'm joking, like 10 grand. You know, like.
Imagine. Yeah.
And he's like, I'll give you 5. Would you have took 5 for it?
Fuck yeah, fool.
You would have took 500, no?
Nah, not 500.
1,000?
Over 1,000.
No, I would have took 5 grand. Yeah, 1,000 is still kind of like, I don't know. After a week, I'm not gonna have that 1,000 no more, and I'm gonna need that joke. And I'm gonna need that joke. 5,000, I can forget the joke.
So again, I don't know if he's kidding or what. I didn't.
I think he was half kidding, but he would have bought it off you just to like, you know, because ain't nothing.
To help me out or something, right? I don't know, but so anyways, I'm just like, yo, can I get a picture and shit at the show? And he's like, yeah, of course, bro, like shit. And he grabs my phone. He takes my phone from me. And we started like taking selfies and shit. We took I don't even know what happened to those selfies, man. It was from again. This was like 6 years ago, dude. So I don't even know what happened to those pictures. We were taking pictures. He even did like a little video. Anyways, he was super nice, fool. Super nice. And then, so he goes, "You want to do a spot on my show? Like, you want to do 5 minutes?" I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. But he didn't even watch me. He's in the green. You know, the green was different from the fucking.
Yeah, well, he already saw your set.
And so I do my 5 minutes. I just go in there, and he's busy. He's got like a lot of people around him. And so I just go in there and be like, hey, man, thank you for the spot again. Hey, man, good job again, man. Good job. Anyway, that's it. That's it. I never saw him again. I never saw him again. It was like in 2015, bro, 2016, dog. And so basically, I run into him at the mall, and I knew it was going to be hard for him to remember. I wasn't trying to be like, oh, what's up, Jerry?
Yeah, like he met you one time. He sees comics all the fucking time that he likes.
So, but that's what made me go up to him. Like, hey, man, this is, you know, we had a connection, you know? So I go up to him like, hey, what's up, Joe? And he just turns around, right? What did he say?
He said, oh, I like your glasses. Yeah. And then he looked at me and was like, oh, cool glasses too. What the fuck? Like he didn't expect to see cool people in El Paso. No, I'm just playing. I think he just like he didn't know who we were and that we didn't say nothing. Yeah. Because I think you thought like I don't. And he just turned around like all fast. Hey, oh, like your cooler glasses. And then you're like, hey, I don't. We're comics. We're actually headlining the comic show. He's like, oh, that's what's up, man. Yeah. There's a. And then he didn't know the club. He
put his guard down, like he didn't have his guard up, but he just kind of like relaxed more.
Yeah, like oh, these are comics.
Like, hey, man, I'm actually a comedian. I'm headlining the comic strip. He's featuring. He's like, oh, that's great. That's awesome.
How's it going?
This and that. Like, oh, that's great, man. What club is this? And I told him the club he had never been there. He had never done that. I thought he did, but he never performed there. And then he looked like he wanted to offer us to go hang out at his show.
Yeah, well, he wanted to come to our show, the second show. He was like, "When's your second show?" And he was like, maybe we can go. Yeah. So he can like fucking bump Jerry.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then but that would have been dope for him to come down and like see us. Like, you know, he'd probably come out. I picture it like he shows up while I'm on stage. He sees me fucking kill, and now he puts me on his tour, and I leave Jerry's tour to go on his bus. I'm like, Jerry, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that would be dope. Well, that would make an amazing that scene right there, fool. Picture in Belgium. And the fucking bus stop. You guys do a tour bus.
And he's like, you want to go to Albuquerque? I'll take you. How much do you make? No, I'll pay you. He's like, fuck your job. You're coming with me. You're on the road now. You're on my tour. How much do you make out of your job? You make that a year? All right, I'll give you that fucking Imagine?
Fucking I would take that shit, dog.
I don't know if I would quit my job for 1 year's salary, though. Like, that's... No.
Nah, to be honest with you, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't leave you, Jerry. Don't worry. I
wouldn't want to be the opener like that. Those supposed to get like 10 minutes, and I know they're doing stadiums and shit.
I would just want to do that for the experience and to meet people, but I don't want to get stuck being like an open, like you're like I don't want to be doing this like 5 years from now. Yeah. If it's like we're coming together, like how you and Jerry Jesus do, and you come together and we open up for each other, but we have our own careers, then that's fine. But I don't want it to be my only shit. Like my only time I come out is when I open up for you. Yeah. Like this is like where I want to be right now, but I want to like Yeah.
But I did remind them. I mean, I brought it up like, hey, I don't remember, but I met you like 5 years ago at the Ice House, and you gave me a spot. And
no, you didn't say you gave me a spot. No, you just said we were on the same. I was on your show, or we were on the same show, but you didn't. Oh. You didn't like describe it like how you're describing it now. And if you would have described it that way, I think he would have remembered. Like you saw me. I don't know if you remember, but you saw me, and then you gave me a spot on your show. I really appreciate that. Yeah. And then he would have been like, "Which?" And then you'd be like, "I do a spaghetti joke." But that would have been too much. Yeah, so just leave it at like, I'm saying.
I didn't say all that. I just said like I don't remember we did a show. Then I got a little nervous. I said we did a show at the Ice House together. Yeah, kind of shit. And he's like,
because I thought it was just like a showcase you guys were both on. I didn't know he was on the show. Yeah, because that would have been more thing. Like you were headlining and you gave me a spot one time because I was there too, and then that's it. And then he probably wouldn't have remembered either. Yeah. But that was like out of all the people in El Paso and everywhere, you run into the only other comic in town. That's crazy. This is small world.
Cool. Yeah,
that was fun.
Blowing up. All right, let's wrap it up, though.
I guess that's it, man. We got our next show tonight, our last show tonight, and we'll be back in town. Damn, we did 50 quick.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're gonna be at Santa Paula.
In
Porterville.
Yeah.
Next weekend, March 11th, March 12th, fool. We're gonna be there. Me, Jesus, Christian.
And maybe Christian. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We gotta work on that?
Yeah, we gotta work on that. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. I've been gone for a week. I gotta close out. We'll see. But I'm gonna try to make it. And then you guys are leaving on Friday. We'll talk about that after the show.
All right, we'll do it.
But we'll see you guys next week. Keep doing what you're doing. We'll be back next week regular with Jesus, Fern, all the guys. And we appreciate you guys listening, though. And that's it. Do you have any shout-outs?
Nah, I didn't bring my phone, dog.
You got shout-outs, but from your podcast. But yeah. All right, man. Peace out.
Hey.